How often have you felt like just an actor on life's stage, always seeking approval and validation from an unseen audience? If you recognize yourself in this description, you are not alone. Many of us are trapped in this vicious cycle of complacency, sacrificing our true selves to conform. But what if I told you there is a way out? A timeless philosophy that can free you from this insatiable need for approval. Prepare to break free from the ruthless need for approval and discover how Atalanta, Hippolyta, Artemis, Penthesilea, and Cassandra can guide you towards genuine self-affirmation. Atalanta, the indomitable huntress, did not seek confirmation of her worth in the voices of others, but found strength in her competence and independence. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us the power of self-validation. We live in an era where external consent seems to regulate every aspect of our lives, from social media to workplace feedback. Yet this relentless pursuit of approval can deplete us, leaving us devoid of a true understanding of ourselves. Atalanta shows us that self-esteem is not measured through the eyes of others, but is provided through recognition of our innate abilities and successes. Following her example, we learn to view our achievements not as a quest for praise, but as confirmation of our personal and professional growth. Atalanta knew that very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within ourselves, in our way of thinking. To embrace this principle, start valuing your successes, big and small, without expecting outside applause. This mindset not only boosts self-confidence but also promotes enduring inner freedom. Be inspired by the huntress and find the courage to recognize and celebrate your strength and abilities, regardless of others' opinions. Hippolyta, the fierce queen of the Amazons, found wisdom and strength in the solitude's quiet. Similarly, Stoicism encourages us to withdraw from the world's noise to reflect and reconnect with ourselves. Contemporary society urges us to stay constantly connected, immersed in a sea of notifications and interruptions. This incessant noise can divert us from our personal growth path and self-knowledge. Taking a cue from Hippolyta, we understand how vital it is to establish moments of true isolation, away from daily distractions. It is in these moments of tranquility that we can listen to our inner voice and reflect on our true values and aspirations. The Amazon Queen knew that nowhere can a man find a quieter or less troubled retreat than in his own soul. To practice this teaching, I invite you to dedicate time daily to be alone. Disconnect everything that can disturb this moment. No phone, no email, just you and your thoughts. Use this time to meditate on your goals, your values, and the person you wish to become. Let the serenity of solitude nourish your spirit and strengthen your resolve. With Hippolyta's example, embrace silence and discover the freedom and clarity that solitude alone can offer. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, was famous not only for her skill with the bow, but also for her mastery over personal desires, living in harmony with nature and following a code of self-discipline and independence. In the context of Stoicism, we learn that often our desires, particularly those that seek approval and recognition from the outside, are sources of unrest and dissatisfaction. Encouraged by Artemis's example, we can learn to scale down our superfluous needs, recognizing that the incessant desire for approval can turn into an emotional prison. Like the goddess who preferred the company of animals and forests to the court of Zeus, we too can find quiet strength in rejecting unrealistic expectations and reorienting our goals towards what truly enriches our essence. To adopt this approach, begin by examining your motivations when you desire others' applause. Ask yourself, does this desire truly serve me, or am I merely trying to fill an inner void? Replace the pursuit of external validation with goals that enhance your personal growth and well-being. Utilize your days to define goals that reflect your true interests and hobbies, rather than those dictated by others' expectations. Just like Artemis, who found joy in the freedom of her solitary hunts, you will discover that focusing on what truly excites you leads to a more authentic and satisfying life, free from dependence on external approvals. Penthesilea, the valiant queen of the Amazons, did not let the opinion of others deter her, even in the face of great tragedy and challenge. This strong sense of independence reflects a central concept of Stoicism. the importance of evaluating and, if necessary, distancing oneself from external opinions to not compromise our personal integrity. In an era dominated by quick and often unfounded judgments, it can be tempting to mold our identity based on others' reactions and expectations. However, Penthesilea teaches us that it is crucial to recognize the weight we give to such opinions and question their validity. It is not the opinions of men that disturb, but our reaction to them. With this maxim, we can learn to view judgments as external data, without letting them define who we are or negatively influence our decisions. To put this teaching into practice, take a moment to reflect whenever you encounter a judgment or someone else's opinion. Ask yourself, does it genuinely contribute to my growth? Is it constructive or destructive? Learning to filter out what is truly useful and let go of the superfluous will allow you to maintain calm and perspective, just like Penthesilea, who, despite challenges, remained true to herself and her ideals. This process not only strengthens our resilience but also fuels authentic self-esteem, freeing us from the dependency on external recognition that is often fleeting and deceptive. Cassandra, a seer gifted with the ability to foresee the future but destined not to be believed, lived with the awareness of impending challenges without letting it dominate her. Her fate reflects a profound Stoic truth: the invaluable value of living in the present and controlling what is under our direct influence. Our daily lives are often weighed down by worries about the future or regrets from the past, which can distance us from the true meaning of existence. Cassandra teaches us that even knowing possible future adversities, we can choose to live the present fully and consciously. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This reflection invites us to focus on what we can truly influence, our thoughts and actions at this moment. To begin freeing yourself from the bondage of approval and to truly live freely, I encourage you to dedicate time each day to focus on what is essential. Set goals that reflect your true desires, not those imposed by others' expectations, and act based on what you can control. Transform every day into an opportunity to be present, reducing distractions and amplifying your participation in what is happening now. Over time, you will discover that the habit of living in the present strengthens inner peace and genuine freedom, echoing Cassandra's experience, but with the ability to shape your reality with greater impact and meaning. We have explored together the path to self-respect through the lessons offered by Stoic figures and mythological heroines like Atalanta, Hippolyta, Artemis, Penthesilea, and Cassandra. Each of these heroines has taught us something valuable about inner freedom and recognizing our true value, away from the frenzy of external approval. Atalanta has shown us the importance of self-validation, encouraging us to recognize and celebrate our abilities. Hippolyta has taught us the value of solitude, a sacred time to reconnect with ourselves and reflect on our true goals. Artemis has guided us in controlling desires, freeing us from the chains of others' approval. Penthesilea has enlightened us on how to manage others' opinions, maintaining a balance between respect for others and personal integrity. Finally, Cassandra has inspired us to live fully in the present, practicing Stoic wisdom to face life with serenity and determination. Now, as this video approaches its end, the journey toward self-respect and personal fulfillment remains in your hands. I challenge you to make a commitment to yourself. Try integrating these teachings into your daily life. Identify situations where you usually seek others' approval and ask yourself how you can apply the lessons learned to regain your autonomy and your internal value. Remember, self-respect is not a destination, but a continuous journey. And if you're ready to make this commitment, you are not alone. Join us and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring ways to improve your life, learning from the principles of Stoicism and the powerful stories of mythology. Leave a like if you found inspiration in this video, comment with your reflections, and share your experience. Let's continue this journey together towards a life of authenticity, resilience, and inner peace. See you in the next video.